Unlock your limitless potential. Connect, create, educate. Thank you.
Welcome to card number 2, the High Priestess. The High Priestess sits before a delicate veil adorned with pomegranates. This veil represents the boundary between conscious and subconscious realms, the seen and the unseen. The pillars flanking her, black with the letter B representing Boaz, and white with the letter J representing Jachin, which symbolizes duality, masculine and feminine, light and darkness. To enter her sacred space, one must embrace this duality. Her blue robe adorned with a cross and a horned diadem signifies divine knowledge and her role as a ruler. In her lap, she holds a scroll inscribed with Torah, representing the greater law, both explicit and implicit. The meanings and influence behind the High Priestess guards the threshold between conscious and subconscious minds. She effortlessly transverses these realms, revealing hidden truths, teaching that appearances can deceive. Deeper forces are at play, and her intuition pierces the veil, offering profound insight. Spiritual enlightenment, inner illumination, and esoteric wisdom emanate from her presence. And when that veil thins, she invites you to explore your soul's depths and access hidden knowledge. Like a guardian of the subconscious, she unveils mysteries, so she invites you to trust your intuition and explore hidden realms. Tap into your inner wisdom and embrace the mystical. Torah is defined as meaning divine law, symbolizing the memory we carry inside about the past, present, and future, named the Akasha. She's seated between the white and black pillars, and the colors white and black often represent balance. You might think of the yin-yang symbol. The pomegranates are also growing in the shape of the tree of life. The motif that hangs behind the High Priestess's throne veils whatever mysteries that she's guarding, and is also suggested in the pattern of the Empress, which is the card that follows the High Priestess. The two are sisters, one bringing life to the world and the other inviting the living to the esoteric mysteries. Further behind all of that is what seems to be a body of water, most probably the sea. And that water flows through most of the cards throughout the Rider-Waite's Smith Tarot deck. It is also important to note that the letter J and the letter B on the two columns, representing Boaz and Jachin, are symbols that are often found in Masonic lodges. Some of the key words I use to describe the High Priestess card are secrecy, mystery, virgin, unknown, female, darkness, silence, faith, study, wisdom, mystical vision, gestation, knowledge, self-control, and alchemy. The archetype of the High Priestess is a wisdom seeker or a female pope, a virgin huntress, a teacher at the mystery schools, a sister Manfreda or Mary Pope Joan, sometimes even veiled as Isis. She is also a female incarnation of Metatron. The High Priestess is a story of intuition. This character speaks of hidden secrets, occult knowledge, moon magic, eternal truth, and platonic love, and also reveals the future. When we tap into this archetype in the negative aspects or the cautionary tale, we like to really examine how the character can also depict an ignoring of your instincts, conceit, or surface knowledge, or being overly intense or passionate, irrational, or entrapment comes to mind. When I think of the negative aspects, I think of Lady Macbeth. The High Priestess welcomes you when you can recognize the hidden meanings within the events of your life. And she springs from the deep reservoir of knowledge within you. If you learn her language and commune through symbols, synchronicity, and impulse, you can hear her murmur and you can feel her nudges. And if you listen carefully, you will be able to stay on your path. Take a moment now and consider a character throughout stories that you know. Perhaps they are characters from films or plays that you've read. And leave me a comment and let me know what type of character comes to mind when you think of the archetype of the High Priestess. And now I would like to share with you my interpretation of the High Priestess. Again, please do not reproduce the artwork I've created here. I would love to see your versions of how the High Priestess has influenced your creativity. What we see here is the use of that glowing purple and magenta against the slate gray background, showing ancient hieroglyphs. My interpretation was very strongly influenced by ancient Egypt. And so you'll see those ancient hieroglyphs, and we see this intuitive female form looking up. Her perspective is pointed to the highest divine light, receiving her transmissions. You'll also notice a scarab beetle, and we'll talk a little bit about the symbolism behind that. This is a story using science and wisdom and that meditative practice. This character has uncovered knowledge and healed ancient wounds. She speaks when spoken to and never until there is a question worthy of an answer. She's less concerned with past ordeals and looks higher than the obvious and accesses her intelligence from a sacred practice. She is a healer and a practitioner of the universal wisdom. This character can be depicted as a shaman, a healer, a reader, a coder, a scientist, a medium, or a guru. There is a lot of interesting material that can be found about the scarab beetle, but in its highest form, the scarab beetle is often depicted as a symbol of rebirth. And is also a messenger of eternity, letting you know that fate and destiny are always at work in your life. The Egyptian scarab was one of the most well-recognized symbols in ancient Egypt, and it appeared in many amulets, on jewelry, and in funerary context. Modeled after the dung beetle, the scarab was closely connected with the sun god Khepri, who brought the sunrise over the horizon each day, and it became a symbol of rebirth, regeneration, and protection in the afterlife. As always, thank you so much for taking a look at my work. I can't wait to see and hear what you were inspired to create after learning a little bit about the High Priestess archetype. Until next time, be sure to be the flow, and I'll see you in the next video.